of
Mattyvison.com.
what are we watching?
Redneck Racin.
Yeehaw with Becky, Sue, Logano, Little Rowdy. I am DJ Bugsy. We're getting down and dirty here, talking chase. What's been happening here? We had a little 2-week hiatus here. We're prepping to send Becky Sue to Dover.
Yep.
It's not time to drink, it's time to film there, camera girl Razzle. And Becky Sue!
Dover.
What? Tony Stewart!
2 weeks in a row, Tony Stewart. But the funny part is,
Because of
both
what?
races he won on fuel mileage. Clint Boyer would have had that race if he had more gas in his tank, and everybody started dropping off like flies in Chicagoland. The only reason Tony Stewart won those races was fuel mileage.
Okay, but he won 2 in a row.
He did, unfortunately. But if you look at the statistics, he only won 2 races all season, and they were both on fuel mileage and both in the chase.
Well, regardless of what he did up to this point, winning the 2 races in the chase,
He's
probably
on
the
top.
most important races of his year.
Absolutely, he's on top now. He is in the #1 spot, knocking Kevin Harvick back down to second.
Boo!
Woo!
Kevin Harvick, deterred. Where else we at here? Kevin Harvick's in second. Brad Keselowski.
He is in third. He's moving up. He's up 3 spots.
Wow. I'm looking at all this stuff, these previews, this everything. They don't even mention Brad Keselowski. Is he a joke to NASCAR?
I don't know. The kid's been kicking some major butt this whole, past month or 2. He's doing awesome. This whole season's been really good to him. I don't personally like him as far as his character's concerned, but he's an awesome driver. You can't really deny that.
He could win it all. I mean,
He really could.
I'm telling you, the kid is hot, and the kid doesn't want anyone to tell him he's a rookie, and if you get in his way, he's going to Juan Pablo you right out of the track. No. Anybody else jumping out to you in the chase? Disappointments, heroes, Jimmy Johnson?
Kurt Busch down 5 spots.
Wow, yeah, like he's, we're inconsistent this year.
Yeah. Him, Ryan Newman as well. It's been a rough season for a lot of them, but you're seeing Jeff Gordon moving up 6 spots, which is kind of exciting.
Could take it, one of our front runner contenders. Very nice. All right, we're gonna move along to a little new schedule news here. We got our schedule released today, September 28th, 2011. Couple changes I see here.
They actually pushed the whole season back by a week because they said that they didn't want to compete with ratings as far as the Super Bowl was concerned.
Smart. You're
So,
not going to win.
Another thing is the first Dover race used to be a May race. Now they put it right before Pocono in the beginning of June,
Okay.
after the All-Star race.
Okay.
Um,
The big thing I see is Talladega moves up to 2 weeks, October 7th for the chase, which could change the entire dynamic because
Restricted point race,
big
absolutely.
feuds can happen in Talladega after
There's
that.
a lot of things going on in Talladega. They are actually changing rules as far as these races because they're trying to get them separated from doing the 2-car drafts like you see them doing at Daytona and Talladega. They're no longer allowing them to grease up the bumper, so it's easier for them to move back and forth. They're giving them a time frame as far as being connected to the other car is concerned. A lot of people are complaining they don't like it, so you're going to see a lot of changes between the last Talladega race for this season and for Daytona next year.
Interesting. And they're repaving Kansas.
Yes, they are.
Kansas just come in this year?
Yeah.
And they're already repaving it?
Yeah, well, I believe the term is modifying the track.
Modifying.
They need to do that down in Bristol again.
Again, they ruined
Yes,
it.
they did it, and it's awful. I mean, the nationwide race this year was fantastic, but when they started with the Sprint Cup race, there was a lot of follow the leader, there was a lot of distance between them. They need to reformat it and go back to the way it used to be, where everybody was just bumping off each other. It was down and dirty racing.
Okay, the other notables, Texas Motor Speedway is moved to April 14th to accommodate the traditional open week for Easter holiday. Daytona summer and Kentucky will swap weekends. July 4th is midweek, so they want to put the Daytona on July 7th this
Yes.
year. Blah, 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 blah. That's about it. That's exciting. Nothing other major exciting happens.
Nah.
No, anything
Except
that?
Except this.
That? The Miller Lite Deuce, Brad Keselowski,
Yeah.
right?
I had this car.
You had it, huh? And what happened?
It's Brad Keselowski now.
Yeah?
And my mommy got me this car with it.
Got a Kurt Busch car.
He is slowly making up the entire field here.
Yes, we can almost have modified, after the race, we can do play-by-play analysis with these here. All right, we're going to take a short break here. We're going to come up after the break, do a little preview of Dover, the Monster Mile, and we're going to make some picks here. We're going to hope to see if this twitchy kid wants to come back in. You're watching Mattyvison.com. Who wants to go to Shampoo to get their haircut? We got to get the haircut just before. Yes? We want to go? You want to come up and go? We go get our haircut at Shampooch, right? We get all cleaned up and get pretty at Shampooch.
Making dogs happy. I love making people happy. That's what makes me happy.
Cool.
God, and if I can make every single one of them, you know, a part of my family in any certain way, that's what's better in life than that.
Shampooch.
Hi. What's the matter?
Your car over there.
Oh, we're back from the break. The M&M's 18 Joe Gibb Racing is out of chase contention. Oh, it's back in chase contention. We're in the middle of Redneck Racin here with, what's your name?
Alex.
No, it's Little Rowdy Xander. I like calling you Xander. With Becky Sue Logano, we're heading into the Monster Mile at Dover. We got a big budget here, and we're sending Becky Sue down to Dover to cover the race. She's got press passes, driver's access. He's got a car right here. Becky Sue, what's up with Dover?
Well, Dover's one of my favorite races personally. It's the
Yes.
Monster Mile. It's one of the short track races. This is kind of gonna show you who's really gonna push for this whole chase thing.
Right.
Hopefully, I'm looking at Kyle Busch for a win down here. He's good at Dover. He does well in short track.
And he's the only person that represents Joe Gibb Racing. That's
That's
what he's
it.
on.
Yeah, well, Denny Hamlin's kind of out of it. He's 66 points behind,
Yes.
so there's no chance he's coming back.
No, don't say that.
Uh,
3 years ago, there was a wreck at Dover that took out the entire field, and he gets around that, he's back in there.
I don't know. Personally, I'm looking at Kyle Busch for a win for this
Okay.
weekend.
Does Tony Stewart have a decent track record there because he's hot?
Unfortunately, he does.
He does?
Smoke does have a good record down at Dover.
Okay. You're hoping for Kyle Busch for a win?
Yeah. In every car.
Every car here?
Yeah.
Can
Even
win.
that one, that one, that one, that one.
I definitely like the
that
18 collection. Is very
And the whole
nice.
front row. Do you like how it's Joe Gibbs except for the Kurt Busch car?
Joe
Yeah.
Gibbs does lead NASCAR.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
that's how I feel personally.
Yeah.
I put that there because they're brothers.
They're brothers?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but one's good and one's...
which one's not.
I don't know. What do you think? I got an 18 shirt on. You got an 18 shirt on. You don't like him.
No.
I like him.
I want you to get it out.
You
I
want
want
it?
that gun.
You want this gone?
You remind me a lot of Kyle Busch before Kyle Busch settled down.
I think he's a young Kyle Busch.
Yeah,
That's what
I
it
agree.
reminds me of.
I agree.
He definitely a little Harvick in him, maybe. I don't know.
Not a quality you're looking for in a driver.
No, Harvick's a tool. Harvick's a
He's
tool.
a turd.
Did you actually hear about what happened a couple weeks ago at the race before Chicagoland? That there was some speculation as far as RCR cheating to win that race.
He cheated. They all cheat, though.
No,
See,
Paul
I
Menard
told
parked
you.
himself on the start-finish line and came over the radio. They actually had transcripts where Paul Menard comes over the radio and asks the crew chief, do we need the caution? Because it was between Kevin Harvick and Jeff Gordon to win the race. And all he needed was that caution to get in front of Jeff Gordon, and they're still investigating that.
Ooh, that's not
So there
good.
is some speculation as far as Paul Menard and Kevin Harvick being in cahoots there.
That's not good. That's not good.
I said I told you.
You did say he cheated, and you also said he was a jerk. You said he was a turd. You said
Because he is.
he is. All right, you ready to make some picks there, a little rowdy for Dover? Who do you think's gonna win at Dover?
18.
18.
Sleeper pick, come on.
Sleeper pick.
18.
Yup, Kyle Busch sleeper pick in. Beck, who do you like at Dover?
Kyle Busch. I'm
Yes.
gonna go with my son's pick. He
All right.
definitely is better in short track racing.
Yes.
Pick Joey.
And a sleeper pick?
I'm gonna go with David Reagan for my sleeper pick.
David Reagan. Interesting.
I'm hopeful.
Interesting.
This
I'm
time
I'm gonna take Kyle Busch. All right, is that okay? That's the trifecta on the Busch. 3 picks for the M&M 18.
Yeah.
And sleeper pick,
I
I'm
don't
gonna.
know if it's going to be racing it. I don't know if it's going to be the double mid, the Snickers, pedigree.
Okay, my sleeper pick's gonna be Jeff Burton.
Peanut
He's
butter,
come close a couple times and just falls short.
And
Yeah, I
interest
agree.
rate battery.
Jeff Horton, in a year where you didn't exist, I'm picking you to win as a sleeper pick here. Anything else for us, little Rowdy? Any other messages here?
Bull for Kevin Harvick.
Okay, boo for Kevin Harvick
And Tony Stewart.
and Tony Stewart. And what else?
Go Kyle.
Go Kyle. All right then. Well, for
And
Beck
Kurt Busch.
and Kurt Busch
And Jimmy Johnson.
and Jimmy
No,
Johnson. Boo. All right, well, for Becky Sulagano and Little Rowdy, you're watching Redneck Racing. Coming up after the break.
Mattyvison.com.
Coming up after the break.
Redneck Racing.
Coming up after the break. Tony the Tiger, and he's great. Dream big, kid.